That'll certainly make the Ohio trip go easier.
Better late than never. Maybe I can do this one live. We are live. You are listening to Extinct, the podcast. I am Ro Sahibi from TheBigfootReport.com. With me, as always, unless he's been banished to the chat room, he's always here. Mr. Snow fucking Walker fucking Prime, Michael fucking Merchant. What the hell is going on?
Hey, Ro, man.
Team Taser Bigfoot.
Hey, Shawn.
You can find him at taserbigfoot.com. An all-new website coming up soon. We'll get into the details of that later. Also with me, as always, fucking everywhere I go. I see this guy more than I see the friends that I grew up with. This guy, and although I can't see him now, hiding in the darkness because he is that secret Asian man.
Yeah.
Where are
Mr.
you,
Shawn
Shawn?
Evidence, everybody.
I'm in the Syracuse location looking for Bigfoot.
How's that 20-foot Cat 5 cable working that I sent to you?
I could chat, but I can't see any video, but it's all good. Yeah.
Well, we are getting off to a late start, everybody, and I want to tell you about this late start because we were broadcasting once again on another channel. And
just to ourselves,
enjoying a good conversation. Wish you could have been with us, but we were discussing.
It was great material.
What were we discussing just now? It was pretty in-depth conversation about
anti-gravity, wasn't it?
And somebody levitated again.
Free energy.
We're gonna cover some ground today. With, and I'm gonna try not to say anymore from here on out. I'm not even baked or anything. Let me have a cup of coffee and try this again.
Well, first of all, I want to know what's up with Michael Merchant. Just on Facebook, just going around calling everything a Bigfoot, every blob squatch a Bigfoot. I mean, Michael.
I've switched teams, Shawn. I've had it with fighting with the blobs. You know what I get? These people send me pictures and they're like, do you see anything there? And most of the time there's nothing there. So from now on, they send me a photo. I'm going to go, yeah, damn straight, man, that's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Oh, Bigfoot.
Here's what I learned. I learned if someone sends you a blob squatch, if you don't say it's a Bigfoot, they won't leave you alone. They'll keep reaching out to you and say, hey, what about this?
It's like,
can you let someone?
It's like that stupid.
Can you? I have a theory.
What's the theory?
Well, I have a theory. If you go to like Shawn's site, there's 3-4 people that really don't like me, and I'm pretty sure they were the guys that sent me the blob squatch photos that I told them wasn't anything there.
Yeah.
So
here's
from now on, it's all Bigfoot. You guys out there, you want send me photos? I will confirm every single one of them, even if it's a zebra.
People just don't care. Like, you can tell people over and over and over again that the camper video is Rick Dyer, and people does, well, just because he's claiming to have something to do with it doesn't make it less real. It's like, really? The king of all hoaxers doesn't make it less real?
Hey, Rick. If it wasn't for Rick, we wouldn't be here. Him hoaxing the world has made Bigfoot better.
Well, here's what's sad is that even if Rick comes on, and he did come on and say that he hoaxed that, people still don't believe him.
Ironic, isn't it?
Come on. He admits to it, you guys.
So we had some fun on our last podcast with the ever gracious Adam Davies and Lori Simmons. We tackled another tough subject there. Some people were very into the evidence that they put forward, and now and we went and we went head to head with them. People were a little disappointed that we didn't draw blood, but I think we asked the tough questions and we were able to move on. And again, our sincerest thanks to Adam Davies and Lori Simmons for coming on and taking the tough questions. Everybody knows at this point that Adam and I are friends, and maybe maybe they think that we went easy on it because of that. I don't think so. But let's get past that now. Well, we are 2 weeks past it. Since that last piece of evidence, the Provo video has come out, okay? This Provo, Utah, what is it called?
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Now, not a turkey.
It went viral. And now, Shawn, tell me, what does that mean? What does that mean?
Okay. Like Facebook Find Bigfoot. I found this video when it only had 2 views, so this gives it more credibility, I believe, because they weren't out there trying to promote anything. They weren't trying to advertise on any website. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, these guys have something. So I put it up. I think within the first couple hours, a news station picked it up. It was News 5. They picked it up. They ran with it, and I guess people like had so much interest in it because the news people were calling it the top 20 Bigfoot sightings, but I didn't say that. But I watched the meter go up, and within 12 hours it had like 4,000 or 5,000 views. Okay, in the video. I guess the next day, that's when Yahoo News came out with an article about this, and Phil the day before that did a breakdown of it. Okay, and Phil he wasn't feeling too good. I guess he was feeling kind of sick or something, and he did his breakdown. He wasn't even prepared that like a million people were gonna listen to his voice. You know, he was just slapped everything together, and so it was on Sunday that I was out in the park, and I watched the stats on my website like constantly just to see what's going on, what people are interested in. And all of a sudden at 1:00 Pacific time, I got like 1,000 active readers all of a sudden. I was like, where is this coming from, right? And I even posted this on the Team Taser.
And just to be clear, when Shawn says 1,000, he means all at the same time, active online at that very second.
Yeah, at the same time. So the videos and the websites, okay, Phil's videos especially, it was probably getting somewhere around 40,000 views an hour. That's
wow.
Yeah, an hour. I was getting.
Bill's the man. He's shattered all the records in the world of Bigfootery. I just challenge any of the other teams to match what the members of our teams have pulled off.
Yeah. So it was such a crazy day on Sunday, and yeah, the videos gone viral. It was all over the social networks, Facebook, right. Twitter.
I can tell you this, that the video was so viral that I merely reposted the video for my viewers, for my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and in 3 days I had 70,000 views on a repost of a video that had already had 7 million views. That's how crazy it was.
Yeah, it's got 7 million views, right, on the original video, and but here's the thing. These guys did not monetize. If they were out looking for money,
what?
They would have made at least 20
Now, tell
grand.
me this.
They didn't know what they were doing.
Because it sounds like it, at this point, now that the information is coming out, the backstory is coming out, there was flyering. I think Snowwalker, you posted something about, or you said something about that in your last video.
I can't take credit for it, and I know I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. I'll get his first name right. Steve Acorn Squash Scoop? Elkhorn. Right. Steve Elkhorn. Super Sasquatch Scooper. Yeah. I was really impressed with, I think, did Steven have something to do with that too? He might have had some assistance, but he uncovered the YouTube user went by the name of BeardCard, and BeardCard is nomenclature that is used, the Mormons bring in Young University, and it's, if you have a beard there, you have to shave your beard off. So not to have a beard, you have to have a beard card for a medical reason or something. And apparently there were also flyers posted at that university prior to this thing going viral. So what do you think of that, Shawn?
Well, that's interesting you said that, because I was watching the traffic, and one of the links that came to my blog was from that university you're talking about.
Brigham Young University.
Okay, yeah. I went to, and it was from a forum. And in that forum, these guys were chatting. They're like, hey, your video made it to a Bigfoot blog. So I was like, oh, this is interesting, but they didn't say anything else after give me any hints. But the guys been emailing me, back and forth, just giving me updates on like the news organizations that ran with his story. And in this email, it says BeardCard Productions at gmail.com.
I saw that. I thought that was very odd.
So you're into productions, aren't you? Like
To
film
me,
or something like that.
They didn't monetize the video, which makes me very, very confused because that was probably $20,000-$30,000 in monetization views that they didn't get. What people don't understand is that when you have 7 million views and you have like a click-through rate, we all have YouTube channels and we make a few pennies here and there. We don't have 7 million views on one video. If you get that, and I think you get actually paid higher, like how the views come in. Like if the views are coming in, there's some algorithm. It doesn't make sense, but some clicks pay higher than others. I think, and I could be wrong, that there was probably $20,000 to $30,000 in click-through money that they missed out on by not monetizing that video.
Maybe they couldn't monetize it.
It's very possible.
It was a new channel, right?
You know what? Good point. A new channel is not eligible for monetization.
It takes time.
I think I think Steve could. I mean, I don't know. Steve did the investigation. I'm just paraphrasing. I just kind of breezed over, what he wrote. But it kind of looked to me that he was leaning towards that they made a brand new YouTube video, put this video up, which was somehow supposed to attract attention to the T-shirts they sell that have a beard on them.
Well, it could have made so much money than a measly T-shirt. Yeah. But it does take time.
Not a very good marketing ploy.
Unless these guys are just trying to start some type of social marketing business, and that would be a hell of a business card to do some, hell of a business card. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can say if after this they come out and say that we were the one who hoaxed it. But we're professionals at this. We know how to get things viral.
Now let me ask you, Shawn, do you know the backstory on the guy who came forward claiming to be the guy?
Oh, he's bullshitting. He's high.
He's high?
Is he, what do you think? What do you think, Michael?
I didn't watch the video.
Whether he was the guy?
Yeah.
I think he's just cashing in on the popularity. If he was actually the guy, whoever, if that is a person, of course, my new protocol, it's a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It's definitely Bigfoot. But I'm just saying, if it was a human, I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's a Bigfoot. I'd like to see the person go back and reenact it, with the suit.
What's interesting is as soon as I saw the video, I was like, oh, it's an interesting video. It's compelling, is always the word. But there's not enough data. There's not enough. But the interesting thing is the other guy, another investigator, did a chrome effect and zoomed it and did a really nice enhancement.
Very
pretty enhancement, and then the motion to me looked like a guy pulling his pants up. So I was under the assumption maybe they were just spying on a guy taking a shit in the woods. That's what it looked like in that enhancement. So I don't know.
Well, the old me would have agreed with you, Ro, but the new me is convinced it's a Sasquatch.
Okay,
it's better than the past video.
Now, do you think we can get video that quality? Do you think we can get video of that quality with let's say something like an infrared blimp? What do you think of that, Michael?
Oh, you mean the $300,000 giant bag of hot air? I love that idea. I mean, I know I poke fun about it a little bit, but I'm a big fan of Dr. Jeff Meldrum. He's a heck of a nice guy. I don't have a relationship with him, but my chicken does.
Hey, somebody else here.
And he's shown to have a sense of humor, and he's brilliant. The guy's
somebody
brilliant.
else here had just recently featured him in an interview on one of his videos too. So besides the chicken,
you?
Well, actually, it was Shawn's video.
So everybody on the team has a relationship with Dr. Jeff Meldrum except myself. But no, I think that I can understand why Matt Moneymaker said it wasn't going to work because Matt Moneymaker had a little toy blimp that he was playing with, and my understanding is the $300,000 blimp. Like I could build a hell of a robotic monkey for $300,000. So I'm thinking they'll have a big blimp, probably a really sophisticated heat sensor.
Yeah.
And it sounds like an awesome idea to me because it would be silent. You could be up there 5,000, 10,000 feet looking down. How would Sasquatch?
Yeah. I don't know.
He might see a giant bag of hot air if it was just over the treetops, but
yeah, it's interesting.
It'll give you a good vantage point.
Bastard is tricky though, that Sasquatch.
But that's how biologists do really accurate census counts of moose, deer, certain animals. They'll fly helicopters. Sasquatch is different because it's very secretive, but the same principle would apply if you had a sensitive enough thermal imaging camera.
Interesting.
So using helicopters or using a blimp, Michael? I mean,
Well, I don't see any reason why somebody couldn't. Haven't they tried that? Haven't they flown helicopters with heat sensors trying to look for Bigfoot?
but you don't want to scare them. I mean, you want to sneak up on them, right? I mean,
Well, I just think. I mean, I don't know exactly what the doctor is planning, but I would think that you might. I mean, if you could fly the dirigible at night. Now, granted, they do have motors on them, little motors, but I don't know. Maybe you could have electric motors. I think you could make them pretty quiet, and you could shut the motors off and just drift.
That's true.
well, according to Matt Moneymaker here, these thermal devices are huge, right? These cameras, and you're gonna need a huge blimp. And he says they're very loud because he tried that. And
He had
you'll
a
see
small
how
blimp, didn't he, Shawn?
a small blimp. I mean,
Yeah, didn't he? The little blimp.
well, you got these big thermal imagers that you got to carry. I mean, how heavy of a payload can a small
I don't know.
blimp
What does a
carry?
Goodyear blimp run for? Anybody know? I mean, what do those things cost?
$10
I mean, they put people in
million.
there.
I have no idea. It's
You just
yeah, but
made
it is
that up.
parked down the street from my house here in Carson.
I mean, what is there to a blimp? For the love of the unholy panda bears, it's literally a bag of hot air. I mean, I say hot air. It's helium that they're putting in it, but I mean, it's just a bag. It's got a rigid. Well, wait a minute. Blimps don't have a rigid frame, and dirigibles do. So if he's making a blimp, it's just a bag of hot air with some motors on it. So $300,000. I would. I mean, what do hot air balloons run? 30 grand, 50 grand,
I have no idea.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 to 50 grand. I saw it on Pawn Stars. They sold one for 30 grand. So, 50 grand, 60 grand, you ought to be able to knit this giant dirigible, put a couple motors on it. I mean, what's the thermal imaging device gonna
I don't know,
cost
but
them?
you give me 300 grand, I'll put one in a box for you.
Yeah, that's, well, maybe they could drop a giant net
Right?
from the dirigible down onto
Just catch everything.
Okay. So Matt Moneymaker wrote that hit piece against the Falcon
Right.
Project, right? And this person comes on and kind of defended the project, and it might be William Barnes, the founder of this project, right? Because he's been on just
What project was he defending, Shawn?
the Falcon Project.
Oh, the Falcon Project. It's got a cool name, too.
It does.
Falcon.
So this guy goes, the blimp will be sufficient size in order to carry a proper camera. Both the blimp and the camera have not been built yet and are being custom built. So it's a custom built camera. He goes, noise will not be an issue. This is a university project and authorized to fly up to 10,000 feet, not the 500 feet Moneymaker would have been restricted to in 2003.
Shawn, let's just look at it this way. We've got Matt Moneymaker, who, he's done a lot in his own right. He's founded Bufo, and he's famous, and he's been on TV and on. But here, we have a doctor with a PhD who's also been on television, has authored numerous books, and has authored numerous peer-reviewed articles, including a peer-reviewed article supporting the notion of the existence of Sasquatch based on his study of the mid-tarsal break. So if I had to go with Matt Moneymaker's opinion or Dr. Jeff Melbrum's opinion, I'm going to go with Dr. Jeff Melbrum. I don't think Matt Moneymaker's really qualified to say whether the doctor's project's going to work. I think it probably has a good chance.
Now, how would you
working.
approach a project if you were involved with a fundraiser for $300,000?
Robotic monkey.
Excellent.
2 words. I'm only half in jest. Think about this. If we make a robotic monkey, we can make it look like a Sasquatch. We can put thermal devices on it, GPS, direct feedback, run that sucker through the forest. And if there's a lot of them, because we're going on the premise they're rare, right? We've had this discussion. But with the numbers since colonial days, we have more deer, more moose, more food. We have turkeys in an area where they never existed before to support this large megafauna, which maybe was almost extinct during the tertiary extinction effect. And for all we know, based on reports, the population could be going up.
I don't know.
So there could be more of them.
So bottom line is robotic monkeys.
Is that why we're seeing?
So if we're sending robotic monkeys through the woods, I'm thinking that these guys are hiding behind the trees, and people are going to come out because they're going to think it's one of their own. The other thing we could do is dress up like a Sasquatch and just talk to Justin about the problems that could arise. Right? If you run into another Justin,
start shooting these fuckers.
I mean, if we get our robotic monkey shot, we probably can repair it, but.
Yeah.
No, I really think robotic monkeys are going to be the way to go. Shawn's got the robot that guys are laughing at me. This isn't a joke, man. I'm serious about this. I will have a robotic monkey.
No, you will have your monkey.
My words.
Yeah, monkey in a patty suit.
Robotic monkey.
I think
No, I'd also probably use a lot of trail cameras.
trail cameras.
I think they're under.
Oh, you know what? With 300 grand, they can buy themselves thousands of cameras.
Right, Shawn.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I would just go with that. They'd probably have a much easier time setting up trail
I'm
cams
going
than-
with Army.
than getting
I'm
this
going with
project
an
up
Army. I'm just gonna say
Well, that's Damien's idea. The 100 trained people.
an army of hookers, and
there.
we'll flesh them out yet. Those
What are we, 5 minutes into the podcast?
dirty
and we're talking about hookers?
fuckers. They're dirty fuckers.
I suppose it's only fair. I had robotic monkeys. You had
I
to throw
had to.
hookers.
You get your monkeys, I get my hookers. That's how it goes.
No, I think trail cameras are underutilized. I don't think there's nearly enough of them in the forest.
So, Shawn, is there anything that is?
Yeah, I want to talk about these ladies, this latest videos, Bigfoot videos coming out. Okay, I don't know if these guys are reading from the same playbook, but it seems to be like really obscured, and they walk away. Every single one of these videos are like this, dude. How people come up with this? Like, it's like they catch it when it's like walking away.
Right.
It seems like every video is like
if
this.
you're taking a picture of a bear, chances are it's going to be walking away. You go out into the wild, you stumble upon a gorilla, chances are, if they're not habituated gorillas, they're going to be moving away. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is the bad acting, although this latest Provo, the Provo one, doesn't have it as really. Now, I'll give every amateur out there as a director what every bad actor does, and I've worked with quite a few bad actors. When you tell someone to improv, they tend to repeat other people's lines. So you hear one person go, "Oh my God, what is that?" You'll hear the next person standing right next to him, "Oh my God, I don't know. Oh my God, what is that?" And if you look at every hoax video, there's that doubling effect, and then they'll stick to that one line, and they're in this. They get stuck in that with that line, so you'll notice that the same line repeats 3 or 4 times. So whatever the first one is, like, "Oh my God, what is that?" You'll hear it 4 more, 5 more times before the video's over. That's how you know they're acting. So you'll hear someone go, "Oh my God, what is that? Oh, I don't know. What do you think that is? What is that? I don't know. Oh my God, what is that? I don't know. What is that?" That's bad acting. They're just gonna repeat the lines.
Yeah.
This one didn't do that, but what they did do is they did the running thing. Okay, they ran way before there was any. I've been around some wild animals in the woods, and I try to keep my distance, and it's been rare. I don't go out into the woods as often as some people on this team, but you encounter an animal. You hold still. You try to size up. You try to determine what. You don't panic and run, especially if there's like, a group of you. Usually you're feeling pretty safe if you got 3 or 4 people with you. You don't panic and run. That to me was the giveaway. Besides the fact that their email said productions on it.
Yeah.
Bro, didn't you find it kind of strange though that like they approached it saying it was a bear and they had zero fear, and then the instant it moves, they freaked out.
It was odd. And just so people know, if you take a screen grab of the standing position, what looks like an arm is actually the separation was created by a branch. There's a black figure and a branch is going up in the field of view that makes it look like it's a separate thing, but it's actually just one body, and if you look, it's just leaves there that make it look like an arm. It's not an arm. If you look at the screen grab.
Now, guys, that's not the only footage to come out of Utah, right? Isn't there another? I'm pretty sure I saw on Shawn's site the really blurry footage taken by the kids that had their faces hidden.
This is Idaho we're talking about, and that brings us to another hot subject. Bigfoot has been in the news with 3 mainstream stories this last couple of weeks. First, we kicked off kind of a little pre-kickoff with the Extreme Expeditions thing. It didn't really go viral, but it was all over the place and people were talking about it. Then we had the Provo, Utah thing, which went viral. It went as viral as it goes. And then we had the blimp project with Dr. Meldrum, the press release, which was picked up on the Newswire, and it was all over the place. also, just coincidentally, with all this Bigfoot stuff, the season premiere of Finding Bigfoot tonight. Also, Halloween.
What are you saying, Ro?
I'm saying,
what are you saying, man?
Halloween just passed, not 10 days ago. You know, what's your take on it, Shawn?
Finding Bigfoot, you know, the schedule has always been November 11th for like 2 months now, maybe even 3 months. So I don't think it's that. But I remember when the last viral Bigfoot video that went viral before Provo was the Spokane River Bigfoot. That was in May 2011. Okay, and I found that video when it only had one view. Okay, what I did was this.
Your aggregators.
So you were the first one to see the video, is what you're saying.
Actually, my video was one that went viral. It wasn't the original video. In May 2011, I saw this video. It was just some girl walking down to the river, and she had her iPhone, you know, just filming. Then this dark thing just runs across the screen, and then it just says Bigfoot, you know. So I stabilized it, and I put it up on my blog too, on the YouTube video, and somehow that one went viral. That one got like 1.5 million. But what was I talking about before this?
Finding Bigfoot.
Okay. So I know where I'm going with this. So this is what happened. Okay, Finding Bigfoot. Okay, that video that went viral, the one I put up, it came out 2 weeks before Finding Bigfoot was scheduled to premiere for the first time on television. Okay, but since Bigfoot was the talk of the media at that time, okay, like Spokane River Bigfoot, it was all over the media, you know, Fox News, CNN, it was everywhere. Okay, Finding Bigfoot decided to move that time to like the following week, okay, which is like a week after the video went viral, so it's like a week early. So they actually benefited from that a lot, a great deal.
Do you think they benefited from enough that they might be orchestrating some of this behind the scenes, Shawn?
For this one,
we're not live. This is we're just you and me chatting off the air here.
No, I don't think so, because I never got an email from the producer. The producer emailed me about the Provo Canyon Bigfoot. Like the same day I put it up, and the producer Mika, he goes, "Hey Shawn, is there any way I can contact this person?" I said, "Sure, yeah. His name's BeardCard Productions at gmail.com." I said, "Oh, okay, thank you." So they were looking for this person too. So I don't think there's any connection there, unless he's trying to play it off like he didn't know. But I don't think they're gonna. Yeah. You know, they're gonna ask me anything. I mean, why? Why even ask me? Right.
Must be killing Freezer Boy that he hasn't been in on the viral video.
He's tried. He's fucking trying.
He tries all the time. Every week he's got a new rubber gorilla mask. He's putting it out there.
So Finding Bigfoot. This is the second time where they got very lucky for a season premiere of anything. So Spokane River Bigfoot, and now this one. But it's interesting because we happened to run those two videos, like before it got viral, and so
but you know what? Back on the subject of it, there is a lot of Sasquatch in the news. I mean, in addition to all these reports we just brought up, there is also the shit that happened in Russia that Guy Edwards was reporting on. I mean, for like 2 or 3 days they were releasing, we've discovered 200 Bigfoots or 200 Yetis, and we have DNA, and they're closely related to man. And then one guy apparently went on. Somebody sent me an email, and I didn't read it. There was so much being posted this week that one of the guys, Igor something or another, showed up in Steven's Coalition Facebook group to.
Is that the doctor?
I don't know if he's a doctor or not.
Dr. Igor, he's a Russian guy.
So. He showed up in there and said this whole thing is bogus or whatever, and but I mean, there's a lot of Sasquatch in the news. As of late,
their population numbers are increasing. I'm just waiting for somebody to run over one with an RV that doesn't have a windshield,
that's on fire. Ass. So yeah, there is a
Or run it over and barbecue it at the same time.
there is no
Ro.
shortage of Sasquatch media these days. I mean, and then tonight, just so everybody knows, we will be doing. Shawn, have you posted about it?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's announce it. Let's announce it right now.
Shawn and I, with special guests throughout the course of the season, will be doing live blogging as the episodes premiere. So every night that there's a new episode of Finding Bigfoot, you will be able to go to Shawn's site, and there will be a Finding Bigfoot live chat. We will have audio running, screenshots, and
Oh man, that's cool.
It should be a lot of fun. Kind of a mini podcast of sorts that will be taking place every time there's a new episode, and we'll have different people tuning in, joining in on the conversation. Should be a lot of fun. We're gonna see how that goes. Also, well, we'll get to the plugs later because we're still halfway through the show. But we've got all kinds of new things to plug. We're having a lot of fun over here in Taserland. So.
I like that Taserland. It's like a theme park.
If anybody has been to our Facebook group lately, it's a lot like a theme park.
Yeah. We got roller coaster rides.
Lots of videos. Lots of videos too. Lots of attractions for people to enjoy. My favorite as of late is what's something we've been talking about, but the new Para Breakdown channel of Phil Pollings. I think he's been doing a bang-up job, and I think
he's got like 230 subs in 2 weeks?
What the hell is going on over there?
Yeah.
He's really banging it up. I mean, we've been talking about one video, but he has been putting out a lot of these breakdown videos, and I think this is the way to go. Let's get rid of Facebook Find Blob Squatch, and let's go with Para Breakdown. Let's shut them down and build this one up. Let's do real breakdowns here.
Yeah, what Phil's doing differently from Facebook Find Blob Squatch is that he actually lets people decide. You know, he's not gonna put this all in your mind like this is the Sasquatch. This is the Sasquatch.
But we all know it is, Shawn.
Yeah. I know it is. Yeah.
Come on, let's stop dancing around it. We know that that's Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It is.
No, but Phil started his channel 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Maybe 3 weeks ago.
Maybe 3.
Yeah, we were talking. We're talking. I think it was me, Ro, and me and Ro and him. And we're
Shawn, in 1 week, he got more hits on his channel, more video views than I've gotten on my channel in 2 years.
Crazy.
With 200 videos.
That's crazy.
In 1 week.
Yeah. I'm saying the same thing. In 1 week, he probably makes like half of what I make from the blog in AdSense. In 2 years. So this guy's killing it. But but he's gonna keep going. I mean, I think people enjoy his breakdowns. People enjoy his opinions. They're pretty funny too. Unlike FBFB.
They are entertaining.
Those guys are too
They're
serious.
very entertaining, and that's the best part about our videos. I think we have a very fresh approach. Not to toot our own horns, but I'm really enjoying.
Well, let's go. Let's do it. Let's pat ourselves on the back some more.
Yeah, let's do it.
So what's on?
Speaking of patting back,
What?
Bill Brock was on the news, wasn't he?
Not only was Bill Brock on the news, but
Team Taser.
let's drop some names, shall we?
Yeah.
Lupe Mendoza was also on, and Lupe Mendoza had the Team Taser T-shirt, and Bill was at the International Cryptozoology Museum with Lauren Coleman.
Yes, he was at with the famous massive mid-tarsal break cast that you guys took back from your swampland up there in Maine.
Well, Bill found it, and I cast it. Well, he helped me cast it, but it's really Bill's find. I did find one out in the swamp that I've laid claim to that I had to, beat Bill over the head.
Mine.
Well, I don't recall this, but did Lauren Coleman? Because Lauren Coleman was in that special too, in that the news feature in the news.
Oh, the footprints at his museum, Shawn.
Okay. Did he say it was a Bigfoot or? I mean,
Bill Brock, he stated that, but that wasn't reflected in the news feed. But according to him, when Bill walked in, Lauren Coleman looked at that and said, "That's a Maine Bigfoot."
Excellent.
Well, no, it's a Bigfoot to me.
Yeah. Well, it's always a Bigfoot.
It's a big ass pile of plaster to me, but
Yeah, that was really cool. You know, it aired this morning, and you can actually see that in Team Taser's YouTube
And
channel.
there's a lot of stuff coming up. We're going to try and aggregate all our content because we're releasing videos like crazy. I've released like 4 videos in the last 2 weeks. Michael's released like 6 videos in the last couple of weeks.
Well, to be honest, your videos are better than mine, Ro. They take
Mine
longer.
take longer, but I'll go for months without doing them. But mine, I'm cheating. I'm just releasing small parts of my movie is what I'm doing. I'm just cheating.
Which is awesome.
It's awesome. You have a lot of new videos that you and not just you and Bill, but you've done some on your own as well. But you guys have been bringing back a lot of rare critters. What was the white little ferret little thing that you guys chased after?
Oh, that was so much fun. Yeah, Dax Rushlow with us.
Right,
it was
right.
Dax, myself, and Bill, and we saw a pair of short-tailed weasels in their winter colors called ermine. And it used to be what the kings used to have. It was they'd wear their huge dresses or whatever you want to call that robe. It was made out of ermine fur, and they were the only ones that were allowed to wear it. So they're really cool little critters. And then we caught a fisher. Yeah. Kathy and I caught a fisher on the trail camera, which is a giant weasel.
That's very cool.
Oh,
now,
super
are we
awesome,
allowed to
man.
talk about Dax, Shawn? Isn't Dax part of the crypto crew? Isn't that your competition?
I don't know. Is he? Wow, dude.
Crypto what? Who?
I didn't know.
Hey, crypto who?
I think Dax has made the conversion. He's talking about putting Team Taser stickers on his vehicles and stuff like that. So
Dax is a hell of a nice guy, man. And he makes a heck of a bacon wrapped hot dog.
Well, any guy who likes bacon and hot dogs together is an A+ in my book. Although I do, and I gave him shit about it. I didn't let it go. His picture that he released of his little tent Sasquatch. What was that one called? He outlined it in red. I gave him a lot of shit for that one.
Yeah.
So he's
Oh yeah.
I gave him a lot. That was no Sasquatch. Well, according to Snowy, everything's a Sasquatch. But
yeah,
if
Dax is trying, man. Dax is a hard worker.
Very
He's really
cool.
passionate.
But he's
about
got to
it.
denounce.
He's very positive when you have in the field.
He can't plug Crypto Crew anymore though.
Well, he's a member of the crypto crew. He's just kind of working with us, but I think you'll see Dax coming up here again. And this weekend right now, myself and Bill are headed into the woods to do some survival camp, and we're going to have some survival videos.
No offense
coming
to the
out,
crypto crew. They have a nice little blog. I'm just jerking their chain out there. So we have a few friends from the crypto crew who are in
and Dax is one of them. Dax
who are
is
in the Team Taser group there. So
So I wanted to pat both Lupe Mendoza and Bill Brock on the back for getting on national news.
very cool.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
it is pretty awesome. You know what? There is a whole hell of a lot of Bigfoot content that I think we're going to see. I mean, if you just look at YouTube alone, people are already busting their ass to try and make more YouTube Bigfoot content. And we know from experience that there was some castings going on, and Spike TV's doing a $10 million giveaway for Bigfoot evidence and all this other crap.
No, they're not.
There's going to be...
Yeah, what? I got one thing to say about that. Well, why stop at 10 million? Why can't you say 10 billion?
A Sasquatch in a box would be worth $100 million.
Yeah. Why stop at 10 million? I don't understand. I mean, geez.
I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe they couldn't...
Well, Guy Edwards... I read Guy Edwards' blog that they actually insured this.
Well,
money.
that's how they got it. You just pay a premium on the amount of money, and the insurance company puts up the bond or whatever, and that money doesn't actually exist. It's like a roll of the dice, basically.
Pretty safe bet for them because they don't have to pay the money out unless somebody puts one in the box.
On camera, when they had the camera crew with them for 3 days, or whatever it is. They set it up to win. You're gonna see a lot of cryptid content on television. Hopefully, some of it is good. That's all I gotta say.
But not nearly as good as the content that Team Taser Bigfoot's putting out.
All free. Yes.
Well, speaking of content, Meldrum's Falcon Project. I just put a post about this. They could have their own show on this.
Of course
so
they
I think
could.
that's where they're gonna. So I think that's where the money's gonna come from. It's gonna come from the entertainment sector more than the scientific
Spike
sector.
TV. Like I said, there's going to be an influx of content, and I just hope some of it's good because I don't think most of it's going to be very good. People are making the content the same way it's been made since who knows when, since it's real.
You know what would improve the content, Ro? If Dr. Jeff Meldrum took that blimp and filled it full of hydrogen instead of helium. The ratings would go through the roof.
And then they have to avoid the flaming arrows that Team Taser shoots at the blimp as they navigate through the woods.
I am dead serious, man. Not only am I going to have a robotic monkey, very soon I am going to fill a weather balloon full of hydrogen in support of Dr. Jeff Meldrum's hot air dirigible experiment.
Dirigible.
And we're going to ignite it in this beautiful giant flaming fireball.
Awesome.
Because Wayne tells me that giant fires attract Sasquatch.
That is
That's
the
what we're
only show I'm waiting for.
Well, I don't know if we're allowed.
We're going to have to make it, Ro. We're going to have to go down there and make that show.
For sure.
I don't know if we're allowed to talk about this. We are allowed to talk about it. Maybe we talk about the thermal. I mean, Bart has the thermal footage out there, right?
Oh my God, I would love to talk.
Yeah.
But the reason why he caught that up there is because before that trip, me and Ro and Nadia and Justin and Michael
Carl.
and Todd, right?
Yeah.
Carl. We were up there and we did start big fires, big ass
Shawn
fires.
is kind of a little bit like Dallas and Wayne in that he likes his fires big. Shawn is out there. He's like, I gotta cook. This fucking Asian dude's throwing wood on the fire, going crazy.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, so we just we didn't care. We I was thinking, I just want to stay warm. It's probably gonna attract squatches, but I didn't. But I think that's why we had something happen on that night. But that's all going to be real in later on.
That'll all be in my yet unnamed Sierra Kills documentary, which I'm really trying to have done by mid-January. And to speed up the process, I did talk to some distributors on bypassing the networks, because if I go with the network on this one, it's going to hold it up another 6 months or whatever. I may bypass that all and go straight to video on demand with it. You guys will have to pay a couple bucks to watch it. I don't know how that works. I'm looking at all options right now, but hopefully February. It's Shawn and I talked about having a live premiere and then having it distributed by February. So live premiere in January. We're going to try and get it out there. I know people have been asking about it, but I've released a lot of content. I've released 6-8 minutes of the movie in small sections. So you guys are getting a little sample here and there. And thank you to Bobo and the cat and Bart for the last little plug that I just released today or last night or whatever.
And speaking of
let's
Bart,
get back to the thermal footage.
The thermal footage.
You've seen it with us.
I've been very lucky. Bart sent me copies of it. He sent me a higher resolution one, which I haven't studied yet, but I think I made a video about this. What I did see was very compelling because it looked like a person. It looked bipedal running across. And like I said in the video, if I didn't know you, Ro, and Shawn, I think anybody, let's put it this way, if I filmed that footage and somebody didn't tell me they thought it was hoax, I wouldn't have much respect for them, because that's the first thing you'd have to go to. But after hearing the backstory, which will come out in the documentary, right?
Yes, it will.
I think people are going to look at that footage differently.
Here's what really as someone who was there, here's what I will say. If anybody wants to tell me that it's people, I'm not going to argue with them, because I don't know if we're underselling it or not, because it isn't the greatest footage in the world, and we're not claiming that it is. We're just showing people, hey, this was the situation. This is the footage we were able to get, and take it or leave it. You can decide for yourself if it's people, Sasquatches, or a hoax. And we will do our damnedest to prove that it is legit. Can we 100% convince a naysayer that it's not people? Probably not with this footage. You have to know the whole backstory, and we're going to put it all together in one nice, neat little package, and you guys can make up your own mind. And however you feel about it, I'm totally cool with. I'm not going to get bent out of shape if somebody says, it's really shitty, I think it's people. If that's what you want to think, that's fine. I can't.
But even if it's people, it's strange, Ro, and it's sure to hell's not elk or deer.
That weekend, I'm almost certain. I know Shawn's
Not
Shawn
elk or
struggled
deer.
with that. He's here with us now, and he was there. He was looking through the thermal with Bart, and the very next day he was just like, it had Shawn the very next day after looking at it goes, yeah, we were filming squatches, and then maybe not the very next day, but a few days later, it's like, no, it couldn't have been squatches. It had to have been a coyote. Coyotes stand on two legs, right?
But don't you think the eyewitnesses struggle with that too, Ro? I mean, I've interviewed a fair number of eyewitnesses, and they tell me that oftentimes 2 to 3 days after the encounter, they're just not right, and then weeks afterwards, they try to argue with themselves that what they saw wasn't what they saw.
I hear that. I've seen it firsthand several times now. Now that I've been this close to this project, and several people have had experiences with us, I've seen it firsthand. And this guy with us on this conversation right now, Shawn, has struggled with it. You know, it's hard. It's hard thing to accept. Yeah. It's a really hard thing to accept.
I'm still struggling with it because
you're a good man, Shawn. I'm glad to see you're skeptical.
Yeah, it's like it's to the point where I start questioning the people around me, you know, and it's really, really hard, you know, because I know who was doing what, who was sleeping. All of them were sleeping except me and Bart. Okay, me and Bart, we're really close now. We're like, Bart's always doing reconnaissance, always looking through his thermal. He would have caught something if something decided to walk into our camp. If anybody decided to walk into this place is like really in the middle of nowhere. This is like the only place in the whole area where we have cell phone reception. Only place. It's just that one spot. It's like a Bermuda Triangle.
It's this weird little clearing that for miles you don't get cell phone reception, and at this peak in this little clearing you get cell phone reception, and that's where we set up camp. Some kind of, you know, just perfect spot where a signal hits. But
well, it's the wormhole where the Bigfoot
it is some kind of weird. Now we were
right there. That's why they're there.
You know what? You're right. I think.
There you go. They do travel along power lines, right? So, but here's the thing, you know,
and on trains, according
to
some.
The day we had that sighting, and this is all going to be. We did a whole. Bart spent 8 days. We were up there for 8 more days after this, so Bart can. What do you call it? He can debunk the fuck out of that footage. You know, our goal. We brought a bunch of skeptics with us, and spent 8 days debunking the footage, and we are going to release all that information in the documentary and in another. We're also going to put that out on YouTube. Hopefully before the end of the year, Ranger Leaderman, and we came up with some very interesting numbers and sizes, and it was the guy I was with. I was standing next to me. Shawn knows the story. I was going, I don't know if I'm seeing what I'm actually seeing. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
what the fuck is that? What am I looking at? Somebody tell me what I'm fucking looking at. And then Bart came down and said, "Dude, we just filmed squatches." I'm like, "Where?" He's like, "Right there." I was like, "You mean that place where I just said, what the fuck is that dancing in the fucking trees?"
Yeah. You guys crazy. Actually woke up, right? You guys woke up because you guys heard something.
We didn't wake up. We were sitting by the fire just waiting for you guys to get back. And it was Todd Hale. Todd Hale and I were at the fire. We had been driving for 14 hours. We were tired. I think he was like he was sitting on the what do you call it, in a chair, and I was sitting in a chair. We were just trying to stay warm by the fire, waiting for you guys to get back. Justin was already asleep, and that's when we had the sighting, and I was just like, no, I think I don't think there's anything to it. It was just crazy, and we're gonna explain it all. It was fucking crazy. It was crazy.
You know what? The craziest part too is that I guess when we woke Justin up, right, to tell him what's going on, he was like, "You guys want the gun?"
I'd be like, "Hell yeah, hell yeah, I want the gun."
Yeah.
Justin he was like ready to go. He's like, "Justin, wake up! We think there's 2 squatches right here in the tree line." Bart just got some footage, but Justin wakes up long enough to go, "You guys need the gun." It was awesome.
You know, Ro, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, but when you said that Bart and you guys went back and I talked to Bart for, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours the other night, and he did like what, 30 takes. In my opinion, that's what makes far a class act, a good researcher, and you guys too, because you're going there, and instead of trying to establish that it's real, which is being just a cheerleader, you're trying to say, how could this have possibly been hoaxed?
Right.
I think that's a much better position to take than some people, take stuff and they're immediately trying to defend it.
We didn't try to defend it.
Dangerous.
We brought people up there for the sole purpose of debunking this footage, and you guys are going to be
and failed to debunk it.
Hopefully, we failed to debunk it. We're going to release everything, and people will be able to make up their own minds. In the end, the footage is thermal; it's not close up, and it is what it is. But I think we're going to have some really compelling results when we show you guys the measurements and everything. We clocked one. We clocked one at I think like 7.5 feet tall. So some. Yeah.
Sure wasn't 7.7.
Well,
7.8,
between 7.5 and 7.7.
Oh, Fasanos.
Oh,
it was 7.7 feet tall.
What did he get? A 7 foot tall monkey? Is that what he got this time?
Well, no, it's dude. According to Matt Moneymaker, it's the real deal.
Really?
He's caught. It's a real skunk ape.
Well, he's an expert.
Yeah.
Must be a Bigfoot.
Matt's interesting.
Yeah, he is.
He really is. I mean, I can't tell that's anything. But Matt saw it. He's like, that's a squatch.
I still want one in a box. I'd like. I have gotten some. It always. I don't know whether amazement is what I'm looking for or shock, but we're continuing. We've had a couple recent reports in Maine and one from Canada, and they're pretty consistent reporting, like a giant gorilla.
Yeah.
I just don't know what to make of that, when people report that in the forest. But when you get somebody from Canada and then somebody, 100 miles away, and they report almost identical, almost exactly the same creature, it really makes you ponder what's
and
going on.
I'm starting to believe, and I know Lauren Coleman doesn't like that word, but I'm starting to think that this thing is, and we've talked about this, is very chimpish. Very smart, very chimpish.
Wayne seems to think it's chimp-like too.
It's interesting.
He did not use gorilla. He the behavior that he talked about and the things he kind of gave me the impression that he was leaning in that direction. Chimp humanish.
Man, a bili ape.
Interesting.
We got our own bili ape.
Somebody's asking here, talking about Justin wants to shoot it. To be honest, he does. He wants to end it. He wants to end this thing because.
You mean he wants to shoot? He wants to shoot a third one.
Well,
of one of the rarest creatures on the planet. He's racked up 2. Yeah. Now he's up for number 3.
Well, he is worried. He's worried that he might have shot the last 2.
I will tell you this.
Maybe he could just wing it, just wound it.
I will tell you this, and I'm going to put this all in the documentary, and people can make of it what it is. We had a few of these crazy things happen to us, and the very last thing that happened to us, we went deep into the scariest parts of the wood. I mean, this place we went was just made for horror movies. It's like, really? This is where we're going? This is where we're fucking going right now? And we went into this place, and I was just like, God damn it. If something comes within fucking 6 yards of us, you better blow a hole in it, because this place is scaring the shit out of me. I don't care if it's the world's rarest creature in the world. I'm scared shitless, man.
A panda bear,
if it's a panda bear, if it's an albino cougar, if it's a bipedal sloth, whatever it is, you blow a fucking hole into it, because I'm scared shitless. This place was dark, deep, and scary, and Shawn was shitting his britches trying to drive there. Oh my god!
Man, I wet my pants, man.
There is a funny piece of video of Shawn and I driving. We're driving onto this dirt road, right? We're like, we have never.
It's an ATV
road. And his truck is going bam, bam, and we're following the driver, who we don't really know that well, and the guy came off as a bit psychotic to us, and we're like, this guy is scary, man. This guy, he's telling, you could tell when he talks, he means the words that he says, to the point that if you give him any shit, he's gonna put a bullet in your head because he doesn't put up with shit. And we're following this guy into the scariest parts of the wood, and he's got guns and we don't. So we're following this guy into the woods in his truck, and he's racing on his 4-wheel drive, and we're trying to keep up. And we have video footage of Shawn and I going, this might be our last day on Earth.
Yeah, we really did. We were really thinking that.
What is that 20-mile Cat 5 cable?
We were lost. Like, there was no turning back. We had to follow him. GPS wasn't working. We didn't know where the fuck we were. So we just basically did our Blair Witch speech in the car on the way to the site. We're just like, if anybody finds this footage, tomorrow and we're not alive, just
killed us.
We did.
We were serious
too, man.
That was funny as hell.
Yeah. No acting there, man. No acting there. But there was a peaceful moment where we sat down and we kind of talked a little bit about what we found, what we've experiencing up there.
And
I think it's gonna, you're gonna be able to see that.
It's pretty cool. There's gonna be some cool stuff, and I'm hoping to get more. And there's another place that I'm getting tons of reports from a group of guys here in Southern California, and I can't wait to go and check it out. There's a place in the Lower Sequoias here in Central California. Hopefully I'm going to go and do more interviews over there, do another second movie, try and line up some footage and interviews for a second movie after I wrap this one up. This is getting fun. It's getting fun, man. People are starting to come forward with a lot of stuff. I don't know if you're noticing the same thing, Michael.
Yeah, like I said, I've been getting people that have been contacting me that have seen these things, and right now, actually, when I get done doing this thing, I'm finally going to try to put together the Garrett interview. So I've got some more interviews lined up, and Bill has done really well. He's talked to a couple people in Maine, and I find that really, like I said, I don't know whether he was shocking or amazed, because having lived here all my life, I never really heard about people seeing Bigfoot, and my people, my family were loggers and fishermen. I grew up in the forest hunting and trapping and stuff. So you would expect that I would know about these things, because this summer alone with our trail camera, we've managed to capture pretty much every large critter other than, say, a lynx or a bobcat.
And
so give it a couple months' time, I can go into an area and feel pretty confident to get everything in that area on trail camera. And I've yet to have a sighting of Sasquatch, although we have found some odd tracks, and we've heard some weird vocalizations, and
that's interesting.
And people report stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what to make of it, man. We keep going into the woods, looking at the woods in a different light now. We're trying to see something that we didn't think existed before.
Right.
And it's kind of a little bit of a.
It is a mind fuck, right? Because I've been camping a lot in my life with my family, and we go to these generic campgrounds or whatever, where there's facilities and whatnot, but you have a preconceived notion of what's supposed to be out there. Yeah, we've seen bobcats, we've seen bears, we've seen this and that, water snakes, whatever, moose. You have a preconceived notion of how it's supposed to look. You feel safe, you walk out in the dark, you have your flashlight, you're having fun, and then all of a sudden things don't mean the same thing. Now when I hear a sound, is it really what I'm hearing? Now my mind's maybe it's not an owl. Maybe it's not a weird sounding owl. Maybe I really am hearing something big and girthy that I thought I heard. Before it was easy to explain.
I kind of saw that in Dax. I've got an interview. I did an interview with Dax. He had a really remarkable sighting when he was 16, and we did the interview up in the woods, and Guided by Pandas is currently working on some illustrations for it, and I'm going to post that. But I noticed with Dax, we're hanging out in the reflector oven, all nice and warm, and the truck's parked right there, like literally 10 feet from where the fire is. And to do the call blasting of Wayne's call, Dax had to go to the truck. Well, Dax comes back over, he goes to the truck, and he's like, well, it's kind of spooky over there. Well, it's only 10 feet from the fire, but to me, I kind of laugh, but I'm thinking to myself, I haven't seen what this guy has seen. Like, I roam all around the woods at night. I don't worry about anything, because in my mind, the only thing out there I have to worry about is either a moose or a bear. Well, in Dax's viewpoint, he has to contend with an 8-foot-tall, 1,000-pound primate, a real-life monster, right?
Monsters. It's.
So I see it in the people that have seen these things. You go into the woods with them, and they look at the woods. Of course, Wayne down in Ohio. I don't know, man. That guy's like the Bigfoot whisperer. And Phil Polling's got another MP3 that he's generated. I'm gonna see about maybe posting them so other people could try them if they'd want. Try the calls that Wayne does. I think he's really unique in the calling that he does, and it appears to me when we were down there, he had a response, and I heard one single whoop when Dax and Bill and I went into the woods.
That's very.
And it sounded just like the call that we heard when we were in Ohio.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really weird, and I don't think it was a coyote. It sounded like whoop. It sounded just like that, like a person making the noise, but it was up on the side of that mountain. There's no trails there. There's no people there, and you can ask Dax. We were in an extremely remote area.
Man, I love that shit. I love it. I love scary stories. I mean, that's why I got into this shit. Everybody knows that. By now, people who listen to the podcast know I like to be scared. I enjoy scary movies. I got into this because of monsters and storytelling.
Don't you find it funny, though, that now you're a defender of Bigfoot? I find it
hilarious where I'm at. I don't know the roads that I started with just my little Yeti movie that I thought I'm going to put some facts out there. I enjoy the show Finding Bigfoot quite a bit, but I was frustrated with the fact that they never dealt with certain facts. So I put this little thing together, and before I know it, everybody knows the story now. Joe Rogan tweeted it out, and it went didn't go viral, but like 20, 30,000 people saw it.
Rogan tweeted out your thing. That's awesome, man.
That's how it kind of snowballed.
I like that guy.
And after that, it's led me down this weird road of going out into the woods, hanging out with Justin and Shawn and Bart. Bart and Justin are like two guys I probably never would have hung out with in the past, and now I see Justin more than I see most of my regular friends. And I definitely see Shawn more than I see my regular friends because he's like my confidant in all of this. He's like the Asian blogger. He's the guy I can relate to. He's like, are we really here, dude? Are we really fucking out here without internet access at a campfire waiting for a fucking primate? Is that what we're really doing right now?
Hey, girl, how are you doing?
Holy.
Just doing a podcast right now. They don't know I'm talking to you, but
we're eavesdropping on Shawn's call right now. I'm gonna just keep talking so nobody can hear who he's talking to.
Oh, you guys can
totally hear you bastard.
We can hear the person you're talking to.
That's gonna be an interesting section.
He's gonna disconnect.
Yeah.
I always used to be accused, of, and I still I go after the blob squatches quite a bit, but I've pretty much given up on it because they're all Bigfoots. So
we don't go after the blob squatches or the habituators the way we did at the earlier stages of this podcast.
Well, I've become friends with some of them. It's kind of hard to pwn somebody when you like them. That's really tough. But the other thing is that I've talked to enough people and run across enough strange stuff.
Whoa.
I find myself defending.
BeardCard, speaking of blob squatches, BeardCard is in the chat room asking if we have any questions.
We do have some questions.
Is that who Shawn?
I'd like to know why he calls his YouTube channel BeardCard.
I think Shawn is on the phone with BeardCard right now. So let's see here. People listening.
We could get BeardCard on the podcast.
Oh,
BeardCard, if you're listening, we want to know about the flyers being handed out on the campus.
Okay. Well,
let me type
I was
this
thinking
in. So.
that maybe I can get you on, but yeah, you're busy. That's okay. But
I put the question out, so let's see if he has time to respond.
Yeah. Okay. Do you mind if I
what would be your primary questions? Okay. My first question is the flyer on on campus.
Okay. All right, Carl. I'm gonna get back to the podcast, but thank you though.
Damn it, Shawn! We're trying to do a show here, you bastard. We can hear every word you're saying. It's been a while since we've had a train wreck, right? It just all crumbled.
Okay.
And just
it was going so good right up to the hookers. Dropped a little bit, went back up again.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Hey, right. Shawn, you don't let us bother you. We're just on the air. That's all. You fucking bastard. And he did it. He did it.
All right, Carl. I'll let you take care of your business. Well, all right, no problem. I'll talk to you. All right.
Yeah.
Hello.
I
had no idea. Huh?
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
We're only broadcasting live.
Yeah, we know you were talking to Carl. We could hear.
Yeah, I wanted him to come on and talk about what he wrote here on his Facebook group because he says now they have permission to talk about this a little bit more.
Yeah, I said they can talk
kind
about
of,
it in the Facebook group, and I also said let's keep this off the podcast.
oh shoot, okay.
That's what I told him and Nadia, but here we are.
Here we are. Basically, a squatch walked into our camp. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's it. Just join his Facebook group and ask him questions. That's all. I'm not going to talk.
Yeah, you can
I'm not going to talk
there.
about that right now. So, well, we just told. Thanks for ruining it, Shawn. I was just in the middle of saying that you were my confidant in all of this, and you fucking just bailed.
Oh, right down the tube, Shawn.
What did I say? I didn't.
You were up here, Shawn. Now you're down to.
What did I spill that hasn't been said already?
Huh?
Dude, I haven't talked about our
No. See this, Shawn?
Shawn.
Now, you see this? This is the inner circle, Shawn. This is where you used to be, and this is where you are now.
Well, here's what happened, Shawn. While you were gone.
Look, I didn't talk about how the Squatches came and braided the
No, but what
hair.
you did miss, is the fact that BeardCard has joined the conversation online. He is on he's in the chat room, and he asked for questions. And currently, I am asking him about the flyer on campus. He has not yet responded. So BeardCard, he's asking again. Okay, guys, here I am. Laptop died. The question is, what about the flyers on the campus of BYU, was it?
Brigham Young University. Yeah. The Mormons.
All right, let's see what this guy has to say. Well, dead air. Dead air is great.
For a radio show.
Fuck
yeah,
this
perfect.
Shit.
We need crickets. Crickets.
You know what?
Sounds
all right.
in the background.
Wait. I don't. I got some disco.
I want one of those things where I press buttons and make sounds.
I got a disco song that I wrote. We can just play in the background.
Let's just ask BeardCard if he perpetrated the hoax of the Utah Provo Canyon and Bigfoot. Let's just ask him straight up if he did it or not. This is his chance to come clean before our crack team of investigators gets to the bottom of this. And we have crack team, don't we?
Yeah, we've got crack at least.
No, we have crack
Oh yeah,
teams,
a crack
and they're
team.
Not crack.
Yeah,
they're
I got a
skilled.
whole crack team of crack hookers. Is that what we're talking about?
We really do have a crack team of investigators.
Crack.
Well, here's his response. You see that? He goes, flyers that are up around Provo, BYU, and UVU are not from us.
Wow.
They're all over the place.
So who are they from? So somebody there. So I find this interesting. So BeardCard sells T-shirts with beards on them, which is kind of cool, right? I just want to make sure I have this straight. And also the YouTube user that posted the videos name's BeardCard, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we have two BeardCards at the same university. One is selling bearded T-shirts, and the other one apparently is issuing flyers and has hoaxed a Bigfoot, or filmed a real Bigfoot.
Right.
It looks like a real Bigfoot to me. Yeah, it's Bigfoot.
Well,
we don't have any questions.
Hey, BeardCard, I sent you an email.
Okay,
Mexican?
my next question for you: are you a filmmaker?
Well, he's Mormon. I don't think are Mexicans Mormons. No.
That's Mexican Mormons. There's Mormons who are Mexican.
There's Asians who are Mormons.
Oh,
I know the Mormons. Have you read the Mormon book? I mean, the Mormon. No. Oh, I'm told I can't talk about the Mormon book.
No.
Bigfoot's in there. That's all I wanted to say. It's in the book.
Oh, yeah. He's Cain. Bigfoot is Cain.
Okay, I sent him another question. My question for him now is: are you a filmmaker? Why is your email BeardCard Productions?
Oh, that's a good question, Ro.
So, I'm very curious to hear his answer here.
Yeah, I want to ask why he hasn't monetized yet.
I'm going to guarantee that.
You know what I want to know? Hey, you know what I want to know? Why did he post this video at the same time that we had the Snowwalker Be Like Sasquatch End of the World Beard Contest? Is it a coincidence? I think he's riding on the shirt tails of our popularity.
By the way, we haven't even touched on that yet. How is that looking? Do we have one of our judges handy to give us an update?
Kathy, you want to give an update on the beard contest?
Oh no, they're on
Come here, sweetie, and talk to the minions and minionettes. She won't appear on camera, but we can hear her voice. It'll be like Shawn.
Exactly.
Here, here's what we'll do. Okay. No, go ahead. No
Okay.
one can see you.
No, the beard contest is going fine. We have like 13 contestants who have to get their update pictures in tonight.
Tonight,
And
people.
there's a lot of flattery going on and bribes.
Especially towards Richter.
Yeah, a lot of shenanigans.
Well, I guess if he's going to take some bribes, it would be from the male contingency.
I tried to explain to the contestants this less about growing a beard and more about the art of war.
Well, look what he says here. He says, having a beard card allows you to have a beard, which is against BYU honor code. So kind of an inside joke here.
Okay. He hasn't answered
It's
the
inside
filmmaker
joke.
question though yet, right?
I don't know if he's even listening to us.
No,
right?
but
He's
I
chatting.
typed it in. I'm going to type it in one more time.
I find it kind of coincidental that BeardCard, the guy calls himself BeardCard, is selling bearded shirts, and the guy that also calls himself BeardCard posted the video.
It is strange. I don't know. I think this video is going to go away pretty soon. But I have a feeling.
Do we have Steve Acorn Squash in the
Yeah,
chat room?
he's in there.
Yeah, he's
asking
in there.
Questions.
We should have him ask BeardCard a question because he's investigated it apparently with Phil.
They're going after him right now. Not going after him, but they're asking him some questions. So I don't know if they're going for blood just yet. We'll see if any is drawn. But well, there you have it, folks. It's getting exciting. We're getting live updates from BeardCard on the.
We have bearded Sasquatches now. Very exciting.
Now, Giganto Bigfoot, BeardCard. My dad wants to know why you ran off so suddenly. Weren't you interested in the creature? That's the next question. Now, our buddy, our email was just made because BeardCard was taken. Not too convincing. Why Productions, out of all things? So
I don't really buy it. He didn't watch the Justin Smeha interview with us, did he?
What's your major at BYU, or is he not at BYU? Is he saying that he's not?
I think he used to go to Beard, but he used to go there, didn't he?
My guess is that he's a social media guy, and this is part of his work. But that would be my guess. But if not, if it's a real Bigfoot, totally cool. It is a good looking video. If you're gonna film Bigfoot, chances are it's gonna go down something like that. I think even.
How come Todd Standing's videos couldn't have gone viral, huh?
Wow.
With the rousing music and the save the animals and the be back to the nature.
Yeah, I think they're too long. I think to go viral, you need to be under 2 minutes. Around there.
I wish Todd Standings would come back with some more.
Yeah,
video.
you gotta sound like you don't care about Bigfoot. You didn't believe in Bigfoot until now. You gotta say stuff like that. But Todd Standings like, I'm protecting Sasquatch. I'm doing some kind of legislation and all this stuff.
Me too. Me too, man. I went down and I voted and I looked on that ballot and there wasn't anything on there about Sasquatch. And I plan on rectifying that for the next vote.
Oh, BeardCard.
Todd Standing, do it in Canada, I do it in Maine.
BeardCard is a biology major like yourself, Mr. Merchant.
Oh, excellent.
He is not a filmmaker, just a dude with a YouTube account.
So the BeardCard, the guy with the beard T-shirts, is not the guy that said he took the video. We're talking about two different people, right?
I think they're two different people. I mean, he's telling us right now.
Mexican was a rapper.
Awesome. I want to be a Mexican rapper.
Look, see, he's saying the right thing. He says, we never really had much talk or interest in Bigfoot until now, something like that, until this video. So you got to play your cards like that. You can't be a Todd Standing and say, I seen Bigfoot like 10 times in my life. They're not going to, Yahoo's not going to pick you up.
Shawn, you need to do a how-to hoax video because, I feel kind of bad for Freezer Boy. He's been trying, and if you got give him an A for trying, and nobody watches his videos, nobody pays any attention to him. We need a how-to book that improve the hoaxes.
Well, whenever we do decide to pay attention to one of his videos, he gets like 300 views. So.
Yeah, look at this. He's BeardCard surprised. He goes, "Hey, is someone making T-shirts in our name? link, please. Someone send a link. He's gonna sue his ass.
Shawn, we should collaborate, man. Send me a list of things that the hoaxer should do. I'll make a video how to hoax a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
Viral. It'll be just nuts.
Yeah, just don't get hit by a car when you're doing it.
I'm hoping somebody will run over Bigfoot with a car. I really am. I don't want anybody to shoot him, but an accidental. Look, guys, if you come upon Bigfoot in the road, all you have to do is just not put the brakes on. It's an accident,
man.
Involuntary.
You know what, Michael? I think I can write a how to hoax. I mean, we've seen enough videos and seen enough.
We'll talk, Shawn. You and I got to collaborate. We're going to do a collaboration project. I think we're onto something here.
Speaking of, if we wanted to sell BeardCard shirts in our store, Shawn, maybe we should add a BeardCard shirt to our new store. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. I think you need a Sasquatch shirt, Ro, that makes you look like a Sasquatch, all hairy and muscled.
Yeah, but then PETA gets all mad because they're going to want to know where that fur came from, and then they'll throw paint on you.
Not fur, just a screen print, kind of like the BeardCard does the beard.
Oh. Should it come with shoulder pads?
Yeah. I bet hoaxes would increase dramatically.
Well, what about the hoaxer shoes that guy was going to start selling? Remember that a few months back?
Oh, the artist.
He was going to make hoaxing shoes.
Hey, what was the deal on the ones that Bufo decided were hoaxed, but they weren't going to let anybody know how they knew it was hoax? Did we ever find out how they knew? Was that?
I think it was the guy who turned in the original report was a known hoaxer. Wasn't it something like that, Shawn? We're talking about you're talking about the one that Guy Edwards went out and investigated, the LB Trackway. Is that what?
The really good one. There was pictures of it, and you could see dermal ridges.
Yeah, that one. Well, here's the thing: is that they found a guy. I can't say his name who found the guy, but they found a guy. This guy's a skeptic, right? And Matt Moneymaker was threatening to release his home address, his work phone number, and everything. But the Bigfooters, Derek Randall's and everybody was telling me not to talk about it no more because they said he didn't hurt anybody. Just let it go. So basically, they just want to let it go, and they just want to see how he did it. So I don't know how far they gotten, but I suspect he probably took him back to the location and showed them and how he did it on stilts or whatever.
And then Derek Randall's beat his ass.
Hopefully, but yeah, he's like, he didn't murder anybody,
I have another question for you, Shawn. We're going to haul it out of the archives. What happened? And I know this is the burning question on most of the people, all 5 of them that are watching the show. What happened to Matilda?
Well,
where did Matilda go to? Because we had those little teaser shots of her all curled up in a fetal position, and we're gonna have the 8-foot, 9-foot tall Arnold Schwarzenegger Bigfoot and all this stuff. Where did this footage?
There's videos, but
I'll tell you what happened to him. They got lost in the move when Melba shut down her lab. The videos got lost in the
when she moved out of the country. Now living in Switzerland. Lupe went down there and investigated that for us and found out that she was not it was just an abandoned building, empty, echoing. There was nobody there
except Matilda. Did he find no Matilda?
I thought Derek Randalls was involved in Matilda.
No, that was Erickson.
Or am I confused?
That was Eric. Matilda was part of the whole Kentucky thing with they got.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to wrongly because Derek chewed me out one day in a PM, so I got to be careful.
Derek's he's a good guy. He's doing the trail cam project in
I like
Washington,
Derek.
And he has our blessing to put up if you're gonna do one thing, it's put up trail cams, and I think that is the only group that's really making the effort. Is the Olympic Project to go out there and put out hundreds of trail cams, and they've got some fucking amazing pictures. If you go to the Olympic Project website, just the trail cam pictures of the regular animals that we know about are amazing.
Oh, I'm a big fan of trail cams.
He's got one picture, of a deer, of an elk being stalked by a cougar, like it was caught on a trail part.
Wow.
How epic is that? So. Yeah,
That's
it's pretty cool.
amazing.
But Kentucky, no, Matilda, they caught her sleeping outside of McDonald's or something like that, waiting for her pancake order. But I don't.
I just find it odd that they had that teaser and then we got nothing out of it.
Yeah, I've heard mixed reviews.
And I feel bad. I didn't want to involve Derek Randall's in it because I like Derek Randall's, and I'm a huge supporter of the trail camera footage. And I compare Derek and Bart are two people that if you mess with, they will come straight to your house and settle the problem.
They hear one thing. They hear one thing, and you're going to hear from them quick. They are a quick response team, and I believe.
I can respect that.
And I believe that's Derek's official title too on the Falcon Project. He's the quick response team. So if anything is said, so there you have it. But
so do we not know what happened to Matilda?
Matilda's. I think
right?
the dreams of Matilda changing the world.
I spoke with someone who watched it. It was Wally. Yeah. Wally and Matt Moneymaker was flown to Colorado.
Wow.
And to a private location in a secret vault. With
where Hoffa was at.
And and they met with a guy who had a suitcase handcuffed to his wrist, and inside the suitcase the film of Matilda. And
like an alien autopsy. Really? You're BSing us, aren't you, Shawn?
I'll tell you. Okay.
No.
Like Mission Impossible.
No. They saw it. He saw it. I forgot what he told me. He said it looks pretty real. You can see the teeth and everything. It growled.
I heard it looked pretty good too, but then someone told me that Bill Munns, the big defender of the Patty footage, the guy who's doing all the work, special effects artist, costume maker, Bill Munns, said he didn't like the Matilda footage. I don't want to misquote him. I'm not sure if that was actually said. Maybe.
I heard the same thing.
I don't know what his exact response was. So who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? But now it's shot all to hell because it's attached to Melba and.
Well, she's in Switzerland, man.
Yeah.
She's going undercover, underground. There's nothing surfacing. Do you guys remember about a year ago, everybody was telling us we were going to eat plates of crow in reference to ketchum, and now we hear nothing about ketchum. Just like I thought. They were all saying that stuff, but now when they just go underground, there's no, recanting.
Right. Yeah, no, they're all gone. I mean...
And I feel bad for the people that got suckered in by her.
There's a lot of them. And they came...
There was good people, too,
after us. Rabidly, too. I remember the first 4 or 5 podcasts, man, just batting those guys away.
Okay, so
the thing is, though, sooner or later, Shawn, somebody is either going to run over one of these things or get some clear footage. If people keep seeing them, it's got to be a matter of time. It's got to happen.
Shawn, are you going to try and get BeardCard on?
Yeah, I sent him the link to our hangout. He said he want to stay anonymous, but he can talk on a computer microphone.
Let's if he wants to come on, we'll see what he has to say.
All right, we'll have to make up a name other than BeardCard so people won't know who he is.
He's just going to give us the same answers that we've heard already. So I'm hoping he brings something new to the table, which would be great. I mean,
I want to ask him if that Mexican Hieronymus is really the guy.
All right, so let's see if we can get him on.
Hieronymus.
Do we need to do anything right now?
I don't know. I think you can just give someone a link and they can come in, right? I just give them a link to our hangout. So so let's hope he comes on. Let's see. I kind of believe the guy that he saw something, but
I don't. Like I said, the typical things of the acting that you normally catch, like, oh my God, what is that? I don't know. Oh my God, the doubling of the lines and whatnot. Here he goes.
Oh, here he goes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, BeardCard. BeardCard, can you hear us? You need to turn off the podcast playback. It's like a radio show. You can't have the radio on in the background.
All right, hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we got you.
So you don't have headphones?
Let me... Sure, I'll hop on one second.
So let's, some waiting music.
Hey, does that sound better?
There we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the extinct podcast, the infamous BeardCard. How you doing, sir?
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good over here.
Hey,
Thank you
BeardCard.
for making the
Oh,
time.
we can't use his real name. We'll just call you. We got to think of a different name. To call
Beardy.
it.
I'm calling him Beardy. I'm calling him Beardy right now.
No, we're going by BeardCard. We're just keeping our real names out of it so far. So.
Oh, I thought BeardCard was your real name.
So who's we? Without giving, is it you and your brother or something, and your girlfriend? Was it something like that?
So I don't know. A lot of people haven't heard it yet, but we actually did a pretty long interview with Fox 13 News here. But so if anyone's interested in listening to that, you can too. But there's 5 of us up there. It was me, 3 of my siblings, and my wife. And so it was kind of like a family ordeal. Now we didn't realize this. We kind of just made this video, not made this video, but we put it online to just show our friends, like, wow, check this out. And then you guys, the Bigfoot community, kind of just blew it up from there. So
we're a rabid bunch. It is a rabid bunch. So
I just have one question for our guest, Ro. Did you guys fabricate this, or was this a real sighting?
Oh, we were just up there camping. I don't know if you guys have heard that interview or not, but we were just up there camping. We were kind of 4-wheeled a bit off the path, and we're kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. There's actually a lot of hunters around up there and stuff, but we were kind of out there in the middle of nowhere. We didn't make it. No, we actually, after this happened, we just took off straight from there, and we were basically gone. And again, like, everyone's asking us, like, are you guys into the whole Bigfoot stuff? And none of us it's never really been a Bigfoot. We never really talked about Bigfoot much in our family, so.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the whole big question then is, the big ones that come up is, why'd you run so fast? Like, there was a group of you. Usually people, when they're filming something, it stands up, whatever. I don't know. I've never seen a Bigfoot, so from 30 yards or whatever it was. You guys took off pretty quick.
And shut the camera off.
Right. Well, so I don't know. We were up there. We were hiking up there, and we came across. We were actually watching that bear, what we thought was a bear in the bushes there for a little while. Part of why, like, the camera's pointing at my feet when I turn on the camera is because I was actually trying to get the camera rolling for a few minutes. We were actually standing there for a few minutes. But what happened was we actually were hiking up this path, and we were actually pretty close, up close to that animal up there. And originally we were pretty close to it. We had actually moved farther away from it, and then come back up closer again just to have a better look at it. So when it just stood up, we already had felt like we were kind of close to it. We had actually we had moved away and then come back and got closer to it, I guess. But I don't know, we were just pretty close to it, so it was kind of just a natural reaction
as a biology major. Has anybody ever told you that maybe running from a prey animal might not be the best idea?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we were just up there. We did have like 2 handguns with us. We didn't have them out and ready or anything, though. We were just kind of out there camping. So just as far, I don't know. It's just a natural reaction. We just took off running. I don't know. I'm actually an Eagle Scout as well. So, but we just took off. I don't know. It was just kind of a natural thing, I guess.
You assume
was there more footage than you said that you saw this thing, you went towards it and then moved back and then went towards it again, and the footage that you posted is just really short. If you thought it was a bear, was you filming it? Was there more footage, I guess is what I'm asking.
No, that was the whole footage. We kind of just stand there watching it for a while, and then I decided to start filming. And then I actually I was trying to get the camera working, so I didn't even clip that film at all. It's just pointing at my feet as soon as it's turned on, and then it points up towards the animal. So.
Well, I'm convinced. Bigfoot.
You're convinced.
That's
you know what? I want to ask you something. This is Shawn, BeardCard.
Hey, John. How's it going?
Good, man. It's fine. It's good to finally talk.
Sure.
But yeah, me and BeardCard have been emailing back and forth. I haven't asked any tough questions, but I do want to ask him this very tough question of why didn't you monetize your video? You have 7 million views. That could have gotten you like a new car.
It actually is monetized. We actually have a company we actually hired on now for licensing and stuff, and they're in charge of monetizing as well. So it is monetized.
I don't see any ads.
Yeah.
Really? You haven't seen anything?
No. No.
There's not one.
I don't
not
know.
on,
You
not on
guys
the
had it.
original posting. There's no ads. But so you've hired a company to take over the marketing on this video.
Yeah, we have a company, one of the bigger viral video companies who's taking care of the licensing for us now. And we're actually talking to a couple TV shows and stuff right now, working on contracts and stuff, seeing what we're going to do.
So what are your options?
So-
what are your options at this point?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Of course you're not allowed to talk about it. It's a Sasquatch, the most
That's why we're
endangered
asking
species in
you.
the world. And you were so bold. You saw this bear that you were not afraid of. You walked right up to the fucking bear, 10 feet away, filming a bear, but it was you weren't scared of a bear, that's for sure. So
But a Sasquatch,
Once
we're
it's
scared
a
of
fucking-
Sasquatch.
Hold on, hold on.
Bears are perfectly safe.
The BeardCard. You know, there's
one time
there's a
BeardCard
Mexican
kicked
guy.
a bear cub in front of its mom. He's that fucking bold.
No, you're thinking of Damien.
Oh, yeah, that was
Damien.
A BeardCard. There's this Mexican guy going around saying he was the guy in the.
I know, my brother showed me that link yesterday.
Is that your uncle or something?
I don't know.
No? One of the guys camping with you?
Yeah, direct blood relation right there. So.
All right, so there's no connection.
Dude,
between
you
and
sound
him.
fucking shady.
No, I don't know who
Dude,
that guy is.
BeardCard. Dude, you sound so fucking shady, dude. How much? You're not a biology major. You know? No. Anyways. But
I'm a biologist, BeardCard, and I'll tell you what, one of the first things you learn to do is to not run from a bear or a mountain lion.
Yeah.
You can't outrun them, and all you're going to do is be a ball of yarn in front of them by
Yeah.
running. So,
Well, hey, I'm a biology major, but just pre-dental, so just to go off that. So
keep running from bears, man. You'll have a chance to examine their dentures much closer.
get it? You'll be able to examine that bite mark real close.
Yeah.
Well, dude, between your marketing scams, your T-shirts, and your television shows, I fucking believe you.
I'm convinced, man. It's
Oh
the-
man, I don't think this coming on this show was such a great idea because
Never know. It might.
Yeah,
give
it
you a
might.
little
It's-
PR.
Did Finding Bigfoot? Did they contact you yet?
yeah, we are talking. We are
Of
talking.
course
to find a
you
big
are.
seller.
They'll give you like $5,000, man, for that clip.
hey, do you guys know
So
the
that-
guys that did the Idaho video? Are those friends of yours? You know the group of three who
No.
won't go on camera, who stay anonymous. There in
Really? Really? I see. I don't even.
yeah, because you don't know anything
I don't
about
know anything
Bigfoot. Of
about-
course you
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
That's the best angle to play always, because
I think you guys are in a travel
Yeah.
corridor, actually.
yeah, but it's good. You did a hell of a job getting a viral video going. Hell of a job. It is very impressive. I would love to take some lessons from you, because I've been waiting for a fucking viral video for the last couple of years. And congratulations, my friend. Excellent work.
Yeah, man.
Excellent work. So what's next? You said you filmed a new one that we should all be looking out for. You guys got up there today
Well, actually-
to film your recreation.
We actually tried to head up there today. They've actually shut down the canyon up there because it's all snowed in now. So, we're not gonna be able to go back to that spot unless we snowmobile back in or something. But, so yeah, we're not sure what we're gonna do so far. You guys were asking about the BeardCard Productions
Yeah.
email. We just threw up
Of
this
course.
account.
Yeah.
Um,
Dude, come on. BeardCard Productions. Let's just make something. You could have gone with BeardCard 743 because we want to stay anonymous. If you want to stay anonymous, why would you have such a specific name?
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's just a YouTube account we were throwing together. We're actually sitting here in the living room
Trying to put
figure
your
out what
marketing
name
plan
we would put it
together for the
under.
viral video. You need to put all those ducks in a row. I've read the books.
Bro, are you channeling me or
No,
what?
'cause
What's going
you're on
here?
this whole every blob squatch is real now. I refuse to challenge it. I've got to do your job. Fucking A.
I'm glad you're stepping up to the plate, Ro. BeardCard, I'm on your team, man.
too.
I think you
hey,
kept
if
your
if we
Sasquatch.
when we're working on a couple of television pilots out here, we would love to get you on. And if you ever come out of hiding and want to reveal your face, it'd be awesome to have you on the show for reals with your face, dude. We would love.
Sure
love to
would,
have
man.
You and whoever other witnesses that were with you. You have an open invitation to come on.
Just bring the costume with you, the suit,
It'll-
when you show up on the
Did,
podcast.
Yeah, right now we're just I mean, that's the whole thing. We don't want to become like the Bigfoot family, you know, for the rest of our lives. And so right now we're keeping our names out of it. Just
why not, man? We're a great bunch of people.
I believe you.
There's no fighting or anything with the Bigfootery people.
I believe
like
you. I just
saints.
It's just a group thing right now, and it's kind of voted that we don't want to be the Bigfoot family right now, so we don't want that publicity. So.
You might get a couple new cars out of it.
If you don't want all the publicity, why did you want to come on the show?
You know, actually, I don't know if you saw the type. My wife's mom, she's been doing all kinds of Bigfoot research ever since this video, but she's actually sent me a link tonight just saying, hey, she actually thought that she sent me a link saying the Finding Bigfoot show is going to be showing your thing, and she sent me the link, but she just read it wrong, so I was wrong. So I just jumped on here with you guys just to see what you guys are talking about. I've been keeping up. There was 5 of us up there, but I've kind of become like the spokesperson, like keeping up on everything and stuff. But I've been keeping up on like all the posts about us and all these other things. So
because you know nothing about Bigfoot, dude. You're so shady, brother. You're so shady, but I like it.
Very entertaining.
I don't know what the shady comment is. Yeah, I'll answer any questions you guys have.
Because if
I agree with Ro there, BeardCard, but I will say you are entertaining and likable. But I don't buy your story.
It's a fucking hell of a story. No, the reason
it's a
if you talk to these guys who do these guys who upload videos and promote their videos and stuff, they usually, when they really believe that they're real, these guys get fucking emotional. So I think you need to add that to your game. You need to get emotionally defensive.
Yeah, let's practice, BeardCard. I'm going to say something to you. You're real hostile to
well,
us. I think you're spinning a yarn.
I've been doing an interview a day with local news channels and stuff, so I've kind of just got the slogans down, with the whole story down. So I mean,
well, you're not.
You got to work on the hostility.
You're not selling it too well, but
you're too nice, man. Yeah, you got to be a little. When somebody calls you out, you got to bark at them.
Hey, I don't know what I filmed up there, so I mean, I'm not trying to sell.
You sure you didn't
How many times are you going to say, I don't know what it is, I know nothing about Bigfoot, but you keep throwing the word Bigfoot in there, but you say, I don't know what it is.
No. He's playing his card right, bro.
Yeah.
His card's right. Just say you don't know what it is. I don't know.
It's not a turkey.
Yeah, it's not. Is it a turkey?
I'll say that thing was definitely not a turkey. So.
Yeah, I mean, are there any turkeys up there?
I think I could take this guy in a poker game for sure.
There's turkeys up here. Yeah, I've seen wild turkeys up there. Mostly there's moose, deer, and turkeys. That's all I've seen out here. But I'm sure
and there's Bigfoots.
Bears
and there's Bigfoots there.
Dude,
I could take this guy in a poker game.
Have you heard of
for
other
sure.
sightings of Bigfoot up there?
So,
sorry.
BeardCard?
Say again.
I said, have you heard of any other Bigfoot sightings in the area?
You know, talking to Finding Bigfoot, I guess they came out and did one here last year up at about 100 miles north of here.
Well, they see Bigfoot everywhere. I thought maybe your friends.
Okay. You know, somebody said that you made a Freudian slip during that Fox 13 interview at 2 minutes and 45 seconds. You were saying that we were camping, me and my 4 siblings. Oops, 3 of my siblings.
Yeah,
what happened there?
Yeah, again, I've kept up on those comments. I guess I was including my wife in there. I was just talking. People are like making a big deal about me saying 4 siblings or 3 siblings, but it only shows 2 people in the video anyway. Yeah. So
okay,
I mean,
yeah. So people were insinuating that that might have been some his other sibling up there.
Right.
That's
in the suit. It wasn't a suit, dude. I think the guy looked like he was adjusting his pants when he stood up. Is what it looks like. So.
It's a Bigfoot, bro.
Or a bear with pants. It could have been a bear with pants.
Come
It could have been
on.
a bear with pants.
The coned head, the non-compliant gait, the 60% longer arms.
So you'll have a new video to promote soon, but you have no footage yet because you couldn't get into the area. So that sucks, but you would have had one. That was the goal.
Yeah, I don't know. We went up there to film. We were actually going to film a whole thing today, just showing exactly where it took place and everything, but we're not able to get up there now, so I'm not sure where we're going to go from here.
It'd be interesting for you to do a reenactment and put a person in there of known height and be at the same location and film it.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
we actually did go back up there 2 days after we filmed. But by the time we got up there, it was dark and stuff. It wasn't dark, but it was like dusk. So we were gonna take some pictures and stuff and try to do some size comparisons. But
did you bring the guy in the suit with you to do it?
Yeah.
To do those? So that it's really accurate.
Bigfoot Ro.
I'm sorry. I'm stuck on this. So I'll let it go. Well, BeardCard, we want to thank you for coming on. I know there's a lot of questions, but we know all your answers already. And yes, we've all listened to the Fox 13 thing. So you want to hang out while we wrap up the show? You're more than welcome to. Do you have anything else you want to plug while you're here?
No. I just figured. I mean, I've had a good time keeping up with all the. We've been impressed with how big this video's blown up in the Bigfoot community.
So
we just from after that camping trip, we just threw it online just to show our friends and family, like, hey, check out what happened.
That's
to us
why
this
it was
weekend.
keyword activated.
And I actually think one of my friends sent me a link to Shawn.
Right, of course.
And Shawn kind of started. I think Shawn's post blew up in the Bigfoot community, and from there,
Shawn
just
runs
local
the
media
Bigfoot
picked it up,
community.
so.
Shawn
is the Bigfoot god. BeardCard.
But
it's become the biggest Bigfoot blog in the U.S. now. So
He made every one of the guys on Finding Bigfoot. Shawn made them stars. That's why they're on Finding Bigfoot.
So but you are going to show
I'm
your
not
face
kidding.
once you finally do get it on like a show, right? Like Finding Bigfoot or something.
Right now it's still a family debate right now, but right now we're still staying anonymous on it. So
BeardCard, man, it's all right to be Asian. Shawn came out of the closet. Okay.
Oh, what, is he Asian? I knew Asian people were shady.
Asian people are way shady.
Yeah.
He might be. Everybody else on this team is.
We're the shadiest guys out there.
Oh man,
Fucking
Asian
A.
people.
Ah.
Yeah, Asian people are poachers
Asian
too.
people-
According to Justin
They're
Smith, they're
poachers and
poachers.
polluters.
Good grief.
Just look at China's environment, man. They got to build.
Oh, their carbon
They
footprint's
got to build
huge.
cities and domes now.
Yeah.
They killed off all their
Yeah.
Bigfoot. Now they're coming over here trying to kill them all off.
I think their population numbers are increasing,
Well,
Ro.
guys, we've been on the air for about an hour and 45 minutes. I say it's time we wrap this thing up. Unlike some people in this room, Shawn and I are proud to tell people that we are in business and we have opened our Bigfoot store. You can go to the Bigfoot Evidence blog. On any post, you will see a link to our new store. You can go there and get all kinds of Bigfoot shit.
Everything.
We
They
got it
got
all.
everything.
Yeah, we sell BeardCard shirts.
And
you know?
BeardCard cock tattoos.
wait, you guys run a store?
Fuck yeah, we do.
Shady, man.
That's some shady stuff.
No, we
right
openly
there.
admit it, though. The thing is, we don't lie about our
but-
shit, dude.
Well, here's the thing,
No,
though.
actually-
on our store.
Actually, I just looked up that store. That BeardCard, it's a BYU slogan. So I think that store's probably been around. It's just that's not us.
No, you're the
but
production
maybe
company.
There's some money
They're
in
the
that.
shirt company. You're the production company. We know the
Right,
difference.
and
man.
hopefully we'll-
So BeardCard Productions
Hopefully we'll be producing
is
some
not
more.
associated with BeardCard Products, and BeardCard Productions are two separate entities.
Yeah, BeardCard Productions just make Bigfoot videos and viral videos. That's
Social
about it.
media.
You should make
company.
T-shirts.
Excellent job. Excellent
Big
job.
money in T-shirts.
I wish you all the best with your new social media
Talking
endeavors. BeardCard, dude, team, family. Who hates Bigfoot, knows nothing about it.
Team BeardCard.
But it's not a Bigfoot, remember? It's not a Bigfoot.
It is.
No, he
Ro.
said it's not a Bigfoot.
It's up Bigfoot.
Okay.
I don't know what
Of
that
course
was.
you don't. Don't
was
say
a big
Bigfoot
thing.
again.
It was 6'7", or is it 7'1"?
1 3/4.
7'6"? What was Fasano's skunk ape measurement?
Seven,
He's amazing.
7'6", 7'9".
Look at that. Tell right to the inch how tall it was. I'm really impressed with that
All right.
ability. Like a superhero.
All right, you can order your own beard card from our new online store. Yes, it's run by a couple of shady Asian guys. We happily admit that. We have
But they
no
have
fucking
everything
problem
there.
admitting that whatsoever. If you guys enjoy the podcast, you want to support us and all our shady activity, there is actual ads next to the chat window and on our videos. When you click those, you support Extinct the Podcast. You support Team Taser. We want to thank our sponsor. Where is she? Is she in the room still? Yes, she is. She just said it's a turkey. Tammy Murray thinks it's a turkey.
Woo! Tammy. And right here.
Let's put up a product. Sassy Glass, Sasquatch Glass. she'll
Awesome.
make a custom one just for you. We have her products.
The beard contest, one of these is going to be a prize.
Yeah,
for it
we
too,
do
right?
not have her products currently on the store because we shut the old store down, I believe. So we're gonna have to work something out for that.
What, yours or
the Team Taser one is that still open?
It's coming up soon.
Team
very
Taser.
Soon.
Oh,
Our new website, TaserBigfoot.com, is being reconstructed. You guys might have noticed that Taser Bigfoot is not running. We're working on getting that back up. I'm Ro from TheBigfootReport.com. He's Michael Merchant from Team Taser Bigfoot at TaserBigfoot.com.
Yay.
Sean Evidence from the Bigfoot Evidence blog, G. He's the shady Asian guy. Go and buy some stuff from us. Keep us in business.
Bigfootery.
And we want to thank our last-minute guest for joining us from BeardCard Entertainment, Mr. BeardCard himself.
Thank you, BeardCard.
Thank you for joining the show.
Yeah. Woo!
Thank you for coming on and not answering a single question. But, you know, it is what it is. We will see everybody. Oh, tonight, Shawn and I will be back for the live chat here on... Oh, and Tammy Murray wants to correct us that she does have a store.
What live chat? How did I miss it on the live chat?
You can sit in on the live chat. Tammy Murray...
Oh, the live chat's for the Bigfoot thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
finding
give you the
Bigfoot.
details on that after we come off the air. Tammy Murray's stuff is available at Etsy.com, the sassy, glassy, frassy, sasquatchy piece of beautiful jewelry that we have hanging around our necks. You can go get it there at Etsy. Thank you, everyone, for listening. It has been a fun time. It has been awesome to have our surprise guest show up, BeardCard. Everybody give it up for BeardCard. Thank you.
Way to make a
Let's,
viral video,
you guys
man.
want disco or rock and roll to close the show? You want some rock and roll? All right, let's find some rock and roll for everybody, and let's end this motherfucker. You fucking dirty Bigfoot bitches.
Bigfoot
hookers. Thank you, everyone, and good night. Please subscribe. Go to iTunes. Rate us 5, 7, 10 stars, whatever they'll let you. Hit that subscribe button, bitches.